Hey, this is Bruce Cook, and in this video, I am going to be reviewing and trying something new I just discovered. Was at my local Walmart. So I was taking my coworker home from work, and we stopped at Walmart, and he told me that he had him and his wife had discovered that Walmart had a Cheetos that was Carolina Reaper flavored. So when we got there, sure enough, we found them. So I picked these up. These are my camera is on reverse mode. I use my tablet to record everything, and I actually have it sitting on my computer right now. That way, it could be facing me, and I can see what's all in the frame because I don't have a regular camera or a stand. But this is on reverse mode, and these are Cheetos Flaming Hot Carolina Reaper. I don't know if they're chips or they're Cheetos, those cheesy things. So this is going to be one thing I'm going to be reviewing, and the other is going to be, I'm finally going to review, this is capsaicin powder, or crystals, I had gotten from Tom Broom at Seriously Hot Peppers. I showed this in my video when I first tried that tincture. I have not opened this up yet. I've been wanting to wait for this video, to do this video, so I can actually get true, genuine first impressions of this stuff. I will tell you ahead of time, I will be consuming this in its powder form. I have 3 other roommates. There's always somebody at the house, and in my previous videos, when I reviewed, what's his name? There was a couple other capsaicin powders I'd gotten from other people. Each time I had tried their different capsaicin powders for the video, I would put, first time I remember putting the stuff in the dropper bottle, the powder, and then I put that in hot water to let it melt. Fumes went in the air from that as soon as I opened the cap in my bedroom, and I was coughing up a storm. You can see snot coming out of my nose. I hadn't even tried it yet. And then in the second video, I had put it in the microwave, the dropper bottle with the powder in it in the microwave. And it tear gassed the whole house, and my roommates were not happy with that. So I'm just going to be consuming it in its powder form, so we don't have to worry about that. I will be putting it, first I'll be pouring it into this little container that I designate for my capsaicin powders. That way it doesn't spill. But anyways, we're going to try these Carolina Reaper Cheetos Flamin' Hot Carolina Reapers. And I'll give you my impressions. And I like Cheetos anyways. I mean, I almost never eat snacks like this. I don't eat candy or really eat snacks. But when I do, I do like, the Cheetos. So we're going to try this out. I'm going to open it up right now. So, see, I don't know if you can see it from here, but they almost look like regular Cheetos. Looks like a slightly darker red color to them. Let's see if I can smell. I can't really tell you. I'm picking up the smell of Carolina Reaper just yet. I think I read on the ingredients. Oh yeah, you'd have to put this in reverse mode if you were to read that. But I'll read off the ingredients list. I remember I read the ingredients list when I first brought these home, and I did find Carolina Reaper on that list. So I'm gonna read this off. So the ingredients are enriched cornmeal. In parentheses, it says cornmeal and ferrous sulfate, niacin, thiamine monotrate, riboflavin, and folic acid, vegetable oil, corn, canola, and or sunflower oil, maltodextrin, made from corn, sugar, salt, natural flavors, caramelized sugar, monosodium glutamate, MSG, artificial color red, 40 Lake, Yellow 5 Lake, never heard of that before, whey, tomato powder, potassium, salt, cheddar cheese, in parentheses, milk, cheese, cultures, salt, enzymes. Then you got onion powder, maltodextrin, made from tapioca or something like that. Gum, acai, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeast extract, cream, sour cream. It says cultured cream, skim milk. Honey, garlic powder, Carolina Reaper pepper. It's towards the end. Butter, in parentheses, cream and salt. Monterey Jack cheese, in parentheses, it's milk, cheese cultures, salt, enzymes, and Swiss cheese. It says Swiss cheese, it's milk, cheese cultures, salt, enzymes, and then below that it says contains milk ingredients. So, it does say it has Carolina Reaper as one of the ingredients, so we're going to give this a try. Like I said, I can't really say I'm picking up the smell of a Carolina Reaper, but one way to find out. So here we go. I'm actually getting a little bit of spice from it. If these were just regular Flamin' Hot Cheetos, I don't pick up spice from them because of my tolerance. But I'm actually getting a little bit of spice. And I am picking up a little hint of what tastes like Carolina Reaper. And it does have that distinct little burn or sting sensation. I mean, it's not a burn to me, but I'm picking that up in the spice that I said I sensed. But I can actually picture these being pretty spicy to the average person. Very spicy. Oh, so actually it says Cheetos Flaming Hot Sweet Carolina Reaper. I didn't see the sweet right there, but it says, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it says sweet just above the Carolina Reaper. I am picking up Carolina Reaper after eating a few of those. It got a little more spicy. I can't really give it a rating. It's way below 1 for me, 1 out of 10. But, I mean, if I gave it a rate that under a 1 rating, I'd give it like a 0.2 of a 1. And that's only because I can actually pick up on the Carolina Reaper. Alright. So that's going to be the review of these. So, what I'm going to be doing to review this capsaicin powder, as I said, I'm going to be pouring it into this little jar that I have. And I'm actually going to be dipping one of these into it. I'm just getting a little of the powder coated on one of these. And then I'll tell you what I think about that. Also, another thing is, if this capsaicin powder, it's dubbed as 16 million. Typically, I guess if these were lab tested, it would actually be somewhere between the high 14 millions to somewhere around 15.5 million. At the highest, which is dubbed 16 million. And it's actually very tricky to fix up the capsaicin crystals for you to actually experience the full potential. The capsaicin has to be activated in order for you to sense, the full potential of this stuff. One method is, like I did in my other videos, is to melt it. But the problem with that is it has to be above, I can't remember what the temperature is. I think it's like 140 degrees Fahrenheit for the powder to be completely melted into like an oil form. And it has to be runny, because the moment the oil begins to cool down, it starts like thickening again, even looking like it's still a little runny. Once it starts cooling off, I found that it is nowhere near as spicy. Like, the more it cools down, the less spicy it seems. And when you consume it as a powder, that's like the minimal you'll experience out of this stuff. It has to be melted, or if it's mixed in with like a high proof alcohol, alcohol definitely helps activate this stuff, but then that also presents a problem there, because once you start mixing this with anything else, you have that diluted diluted this stuff. You have spread the capsaicin out in whatever you mixed it in with. It's not as concentrated, so again, you're losing Scoville heat unit potential. And while the capsaicin is activated, it's since you just mix it in with something, you're once again not going to experience the 16 million. So I guess I'm just going to have to deal with that in this video. This is a gram of this capsaicin powder that I got from Tom Broom at Seriously Hot Peppers when I got the that Seriously Evil 26-month tincture. So I'm going to pour this in here first. As you see, this is empty right now. I'm going to pour this in here. This will just make things so much easier for me. I'm going to set this down so I can get this done properly. But when you try to like dig it out of these Ziploc bags, it's just a pain in the butt. So it's just so much easier to pour it into like a little jar like this. So I just emptied that bag. I'm gonna put that out to the side, and this is let's see if I can do this without spilling it. The light's shining too much. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. It's in there now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip one of these Carolina Reaper Flaming Hot Cheetos into this. Try it out and give you my impressions. So as you see, there's nothing on the end of that, and there we go. So I'm not trying to attempt to do like a challenge or nothing tonight. I just want to review this stuff and let you know what I think. But I got the end of this thing dusted pretty good, and we're gonna give this a try and let you know what I think. I'm gonna let it sit in my mouth for a bit so I can get it to absorb in onto my tongue and everything as long as possible. Oh yeah, right. It's starting to kick in a little bit. I can definitely tell something else. Something more spicy was added to that Cheeto. Alright, I got that swallowed. I'm gonna sit and let this rise up and heat. And I mean, there's no flavor profile to the capsaicin powder, so no point in me trying to describe the taste. All you taste is heat. So right now I am getting a tiny little burn. It's less than a 1 at the moment, but this stuff creeps up and goes through the roof when you wait long enough. Right now it's on the like the middle, going back to the back of my tongue and on the top of my tongue, which I normally don't get a burn in that area, but capsaicin powder tends to do a good job of that. Still underneath a 1. Still, all the heat is focused on the top of my tongue. A little tiny bit, it's creeping its way out on the sides of my tongue right now. Not bad, still under a 1, but I'm sure that's going to change. It always changes when you're messing around with capsaicin powder and extracts as well. It's actually a very delightful burn. I like spice. Just consuming it in the powder form instead of melting it. Like when I was training with capsaicin powder before to do the tuba chair challenge. I mean, I was melting the stuff onto my food to try to get the capsaicin to activate as much as possible, and that definitely paid off, because that tuba chair was actually a walk in the park that second time I did it. I didn't train or nothing the first time I did the tuba chair, which I did that the first time was over a year ago, and I failed miserably. Like, I got through all the peanuts in like 6.5 minutes and couldn't even last a couple minutes after finishing last peanut, and man, that was a wreck. That's a funny video I made. If you go back and see it, you see me bumbling around at the end of the video with snot pouring out my nose, and and I was like, I don't know, I was acting real funny when I was failing the challenge and I was ending the video. I was like, I gotta go, guys. It looks real funny when I went back and watched it. One of my coworkers played it at work a while back after I put the video up. As he said, it was hilarious, and then I watched myself, and I actually kind of thought it was funny too. But the second time I did it, because I trained with this stuff, it was a walk in the park. Like, the heat for me, after I finished the last peanut, shortly after that, like within a couple minutes, it peaked at only an 8 out of 10. And it only even remained as an 8 for like maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Then the heat kept dropping. I somehow I wasn't trying to like do a speed run with the Tubatera when I did the challenge, but I finished in like 2.5 minutes. Like I went back and watched the video, and I kind of thought it seemed like I finished them fast. And then I looked at the time, and I finished them in like, it was like 2 minutes 20 something seconds or 2 minutes 30 something seconds. Then I had to ride out the remaining 13.5 minutes to complete the challenge, and it was only like a couple minutes afterwards. It was 8 out of 10, and then like 6-7 minutes into the challenge, it was dropping, and then like within 10 minutes, when I did finish the first 10 minutes out of the 15, there was like almost no heat left. So like the last 5 minutes, I wasn't feeling hardly anything. Oh, the heat hasn't moved. I mean, it's actually dropped. I mean, it's like dropped almost down to like a 0 all the way across it. That's why if you want to take advantage of the potential of this stuff, you gotta either heat it up and melt it into an oil, or mix alcohol with it, or else this will happen. It just won't work the same. But I like it. If I didn't have roommates here right now, I'd melt the stuff. I still have my dropper bottles from when I did that before. I'd melt it, and I'd be able to give you an idea of whose capsaicin powder was spicier to me. See, I got capsaicin powder from and I'm already forgetting the name of the company. The ones that does Death Nut, the ones that Johnny Scoville works with. David Foy's company. So I'll just say, David Foy was selling his capsaicin, his 60 million stuff on eBay a couple years ago. That was the first time I ever encountered it. And then I got some from Gateswood Ranch on eBay. And they were very similar in heat. I mean, my tolerance, each different time that I had tried the 2 different capsaicin powders might have been different enough. That might account for why one seemed spicier. But David Foy's was definitely a bit spicier than Gateswood Ranch's. But I did those in their oil form. I melted them in a dropper bottle first. So I can't rightly tell you if Tom Broom's would be spicier to me, or just on par with them or something. Maybe one of these times I'll do a video after melting this stuff. But anyways, that's the end of the video for that stuff. I have another package from Tom Broom coming. I got some of his lemon tincture, some of his, I think it's a 26-month lemon tincture. He said it's, the heat on it is supposed to be something like a 1.5 million Scoville. I've seen Johnny Scoville and David, Pepper Apprentice, get this stuff and do droppers and get to review stuff, and I want to try it too. So he shipped that out today. I got that, and I got a bunch of super hot peppers that I have never got to try before. Like, I think there was like a yellow brain strain, a bane strain pepper, a dragon's breath. I'm actually growing dragon's breath peppers right now, but it's gonna be months before these things are gonna be putting out anything. There was a bunch of like different versions of brain strain, and I'm gonna be doing a gusher video as well. So I'll be putting at least 1 dropper's worth of this new tincture I'm getting in the mail into one of the yellow brain strain peppers. So it's gonna be some fun videos coming up. But that's my video for now, and I do gotta say I like these. It's really nice that one of these companies actually made Cheetos actually made a Cheeto that's supposed to be a pepper flavor with the real pepper powder that they claim to be using. This does say Carolina Reaper pepper in the ingredients, and I actually do pick up the flavor of the Carolina Reaper and the type of heat that Carolina Reapers give. I mean, not the level heat, but the sting or burn profile of a Reaper. But that's pretty cool. I like these. These are really good. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next video.